kid. Okay. All right. Okay, you guys. So I am so excited because we're going to make this meeting just a question answer. So like I said, if you guys have any questions, just, either message it in the chat button at the very bottom, or just even unmute your phone and we can just talk, because there's not that many people in here. So I love just, we can just talk it out and get everyone's questions answered. So, okay. So there's a couple questions. I'll just read them. Julie asked, she said, she said, how to stay organized when you're working from your phone. So Julie is a distributor who she has twins, and she literally has to do everything from her phone because she just says it's hard for her to get out and about and, do face-to-face, belly-to-belly wrapping or work in her business. So how to stay organized. So my biggest tip is getting prepared. So making sure that you are prepared, like a planner. I'll just tell you guys what I do. And this may or may not work for you. But how I stay organized working my business is I'm a planner. So, and I was never like this before. I'm definitely a type A kind of person, but I'm like a messy type A. If you see my desk right now, it's all over the place. I'm like a messy, type A person. But I try to keep my business very organized because it kind of keeps me on track. And so what I suggest, what I do is I get a planner. I just got this one from Target, but there's really, really good ones. I ordered one also. They have specific ones for network marketing. They're a little bit pricier. I would say anywhere from $30 to $50. This is at Target, and I ordered another one, but I needed one now, and my other one didn't come in. So, and I'm actually loving this one. So I get it at Target for I think it's $12 or something like that. But so I have a planner, and it has a calendar in there, and it also has each week, it has a to-do list, or it has this week. And so what I like to do, I have this, and then I also have this just plain notepad. And I use them for two different things. So in my planner, I have my calendar, and in my calendar is where I write when I have, this is strictly for my business. So it's when I write when I have parties, when I have certain follow-ups. So today I had a phone call with a potential, and she said, okay, I really want to look over this stuff. So I'm going to, and I get paid on Friday, and that's when I really want to sign up. And so I put her name on the Friday date. That way I know to go in there and I can follow up with her. And that way I don't get, she doesn't get lost in all my potentials. So I try to keep that really organized. Now in this same planner, that's where I keep my potentials list. So where it says this week, I literally, I write down potential distributors. And then down here, I write down potential loyal customers. And so these are all of my potential distributors and loyal customers just from yesterday and today, you guys. So my list will keep going on. And then when that fills up, I just go to the next one. So my next page. So these are, I will fill, several of these pages up for the month of January. That way, in February, I can go back to my January month and just say okay, these are all my potentials. I need to follow up with them and, connect with them. So I try to keep that all together in one. And the reason I do it, because I used to have separate notebooks, these, and I literally, it would be all over the place. So I really try to keep it all in one. That just seems what works easiest for me. Now, the other thing I do is I have this little notepad, and this is my morning ritual kind of thing. This is what I use for my morning ritual, and I write my daily affirmations on it. I write my 6 list on it, so exactly what I have to do. And a 6 list, you guys, if you don't know, it's just a 6 things that you want to get done in your business for that day. So on my 6 list, there's 4 things I do every single day. Those 4 things are a friend request. So I add people to my network. I'm constantly adding people to my network every day. I build relationships. So that's the second thing, and I build relationships by like wishing people a happy birthday, going onto their page and commenting and liking on their pictures. That way my name is constantly being, brought into like their mind. One of the things that was on the Zoom from last week, if you guys watched that one, I forget what was her name. Do you guys remember? You guys know who I'm talking about, right? Who did it with Sarah? Anyways, I loved her idea about getting a calendar and putting your new, so say you add somebody new on Facebook, put that name, say it's Lisa. Put Lisa in on the calendar, and then that way every single day you go onto her Facebook or Instagram and you make a comment. So that way she's constantly, every single day, she's getting a notification from you. And I thought that was a brilliant idea because I know for me, like my new people that I add, my new network, like sometimes they'll just get lost in, all the friends I have. So I thought that was an awesome idea. So that's the second thing is build relationships. The third thing is I contact at least 10 people, new people. So these are going to be people who have either liked or commented on my post. So every single time somebody likes or comments on my post, I just send them a quick message just saying, hey, Lisa, thank you so much for liking on, my hair, skin, nails post. Are you interested in this product, or would you be interested in more information? And then sorry, Megan, your little baby's so cute. So I'm constantly connecting with those people every single day. So here's one thing I do with my new network that I bring onto the team or onto my Facebook or Instagram. I message them within that 24 to 48 hours. And I just say, hey, Tina, thank you so much for adding me as your friend on Facebook. I look forward to connecting with you. Because that is automatically, it's going to build that relationship with them. And it's just going to start, they're going to be like, oh, who's this Amanda? They're going to go onto my page and check my page out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to write their name in my calendar. And then that way for the next month, every single day, I'm going to go and I'm going to, comment on one of their pictures or, like some of their stuff. So just start to build that relationship. And my goal is that my name is like ingrained in their head when they think, oh gosh, I need some fat fighters. So we're constantly just building that relationship. The fourth thing is follow-ups. So like my list that I have going on here in January, in February, you want to follow up the correct amount of time for each person. But in February, I'm going to go back to like my list here, and I have a whole list to follow up. So my follow-ups never end. So I know some people will do follow-ups like on Fridays only or on certain days of the week. I do follow-ups every day, even if it's only like a couple people I have time to follow up with. But the reason is because if you're working your business correctly, you're going to be getting tons of potentials every single day. And if you wait only till Fridays to follow up with those potentials, you're going to be following up with potentials, your entire day. So, there's no way I could follow up with potentials just on Fridays because I have so many of them. So I do it every day and I just kind of break it up. So that's kind of what I do. And then the last two that I have for my 6th list is I will do of course you want to post every day. But I might do something for like today on one of my 6th lists, it was our team Zoom. It could be a Facebook party. It could be a launch party. It could be, scheduling a body wrap. It could be signing up a loyal customer that is going to sign up. So a 6 list is just something that's going to help you stay, doing income producing activities. So it's just going to help you stay organized with your business. That way, when it's time for you to work your business, you're not just like scrolling through Facebook, which I know I'm guilty of that. But, I'll be like, okay, it's time for me to work. And then I'll sit there and scroll through Facebook. I'm like, this is not getting me anywhere, So that's kind of how I stay organized. Now, what keeps me going and doing this routine every day is, I will say, hands down, it's my morning routine. And what I do, you guys, is I need to make sure that I wake up earlier than like my boys do, because otherwise, if I don't, my entire day is just not productive. For me, I have to like sit down and actually go through my 6 list. I kind of get organized through the day. That's when I do, 10 minutes of meditation. I do 10 minutes of affirmations. An affirmation, you guys, is just something that you're telling yourself daily. So what I do is I listen to a recording for about 10 minutes while I'm kind of, laying there or sitting there, or sometimes multitasking, getting ready. And then I also write my daily affirmations down. And then I'll also do like my 6 list and I also read for 10 minutes. So I spend a little bit of time getting ready for the entire day. Now, if you don't have time in the morning, I suggest you do that before you go to bed, because it really helps just kind of plan out your day and keep you on track. So I will honestly say that the days that I do not do my morning routine or do it the night before, like I said, my day is completely just not productive. So, so that's kind of how I keep myself organized when you're just working from home, when you're just working from your phone. Do you guys have anything to add? You guys have any cool tips that you guys, or tricks that you guys do? No? Okay. All right. So Julie also asked, do I message people or do I not? So back in the day, you guys, or even still now, it is so common for distributors to like cold message. In fact, I just got one yesterday. Somebody on Instagram, I've never talked to them in my entire life, and they just straight out said, hey, I have 40% off of our hair, skin, and nails. Are you interested in growing your hair out? So I even get them, and I'm like, okay, girlfriend, did you not go onto my page and look to see that I'm a distributor? So do we cold message? No. Like, used to back in the day, like add people on and just, send them a message right away. And it's just really frowned upon because you're not building that relationship. And it's very, it gives us a bad name, and it's just not a right way. It might work for a little bit for your business, but it's not going to last very long. So my recommendation is, do we message people? Absolutely. I'm constantly messaging people. I message probably anywhere from 30 to 50 people every single day. But those are people I'm building a relationship with, or people I'm following up with. So, for instance, the people that I'm messaging are new people that I add on to my network, and I'm simply sending them a message saying, hey, so-and-so, thank you for adding me as your friend. I look forward to connecting with you. And then I'm messaging people for my follow-ups. I'm messaging people who are liking and commenting on my post. And then I'm also messaging just random people on my Facebook who I think would be awesome at this business or would love these products. So for instance, today when I was, scrolling through, because I like to listen to people's posts. So there was a girl on there saying, hey, what do single moms do for how do single moms balance everything? Or how do single moms work 3 jobs but still have time for their kids? And so I simply messaged her and I was like, I'm not a single mom, but I have my, my own business that helps me kind of balance my time where I can see my kids more often. So I simply just commented that on her page, and then I messaged her and I was like, hey, would you be interested in having, more information about this business? And she was. So my hair tie just broke. So she was, and, we got to talking, and so she, she's now one of my potentials. So listen to what people are saying on Instagram and social and Facebook, and listen to people and, you know, message them and just say, you know what, I see that you are struggling. Like you posted something about like wanting to lose 10 pounds. I have these amazing products that I would love to give you information if you're interested. You know, just something like that. Do we add people and then instantly message them about our products or business? No, that's a big no-no. We want to build those relationships first. And I will say when Facebook kind of changed and the whole messaging and all that stuff kind of got, you know, out of hand and stuff, I was kind of like, how am I supposed to message, or how am I supposed to keep up with loyal customers and distributors? You know, who am I going to message? But it's crazy because still today, I still message those 30 to 50 people every day, and they're just people I'm building relationships with. So, and they're people that I'm following up with. So I'm still messaging people who I message, you know, for 6 months. I message them every month because at one point they were interested in these products. And now every month I'm just following up with them to see if they're ready yet. Because one of these months they're going to be ready. So that's kind of what I do for my messaging. Do you guys have questions about that one? You guys are good. Okay, I'm just going to keep on rolling through these questions. Okay, another person asked, I can't get anyone to come to parties. How do I get people interested in the parties? So my thing is I say, okay, how many people have you asked? There's so many people out there that would love to do parties. So either one, you just keep asking people, you know, or two, you kind of ask people, like, I feel like if I was to go to somebody and I say, hey, you know, I would love to give you a free wrap if you would invite some friends and we'll have a wrap party. I think I would get a better response if I said, hey, I have some products I would love like to introduce you and your friends to. I'm doing a little a ladies pampering day. It's going to be Friday at so-and-so time. We're going to do like facials and we're going to do exfoliating pills. And, you know, it's going to be so much fun. And we all need pampering. So I feel like I would have a better response doing a party that way than saying, hey, do you want to do a wrap party with your friends? For some reason, when you say wrap party or any kind of party, people feel that they're going to be sold to, or that they have some kind of obligation or to buy something, or that they're going to be pressured into like buying something. And so they're kind of like, well, I don't want to do a party. So I kind of word it in different ways, or I do, okay, we're going to get together. We're going to make like bath bombs. Do you want to do a bath bomb, you know, get together with some of your girlfriends? And people like love that stuff, you guys. And then what you could do is have all of your other products just sitting out there with some of your catalogs. So that's, I would kind of take, if you're having a hard time like getting people to do a wrap party with you, I would kind of, you know, switch gears and, you know, kind of reword your party into like a ladies' night or a gathering or a taste and try, or, you know, just something like that where people would feel welcome and not like that they had it, like that they were all, you know, gated by something. I know there's some people on here that are awesome at parties. Do you guys have any tips for that? Like how to get people to do parties? I love parties, but okay. I would agree. Like if I have a hard time even being, you know, getting people to do a wrap party. The other thing you can do, you guys, is you can post on your Facebook, and I've had good success with this. I post on my Facebook and I would say like, hey, who wants to get a free facial wrap, or who wants a free body wrap? Comment below. And I would have people comment below, and then I would message them and I would say, hey, I'm doing a get together, this month, and I have a couple dates that I've saved, and we're going to do a girls pampering. And you can, if you invite 3 people, I'll give you a free body wrap or a free facial wrap. And then you just have them bring their people and it's a little party for you. So, you know, instead of like wording it in a way like, you know, if you bring 3 people then and do a wrap party, then I'll give you a free body wrap, you know. So I just kind of have to make it more appealing, I think. Okay, somebody said, how do you know who to add on Facebook? So that's kind of a tricky one because we don't know people who we're adding. So here's my rule of thumb. I only add females. I don't add males to my Facebook. The only time I'll add a male is if I know them and I feel like they would benefit from what I'm doing. I've actually even deleted like some of like Derek's friends because I'm like, they're just taking up space on my Facebook. They're just taking up my friends list. So I've actually deleted like some of his friends. I'm like, I hope that they don't mind, but you know, my Facebook's my business. So, and I'm sure they could care less. I'm sure they're sick of seeing my posts anyways. But, so I would say a rule of thumb, add females, go into groups that you like. So like fitness groups, food groups, vegan groups, you know, like I'm part of dental hygiene groups. You could do like hiking groups. You could do book groups, Pilates groups, like anything, any kind of interest that you have, I guarantee that there's a group for that. Moms groups. So go into those groups, and what I do, I'm not very active in my groups, but every once in a while I'll go in there maybe like once a week, and I'll go and I'll post just some random post. Like if it's a mom's group, I'll just go and like ask like a random question and just to get interaction. And then all of the moms who actually comment on my post, what I'll do is I'll go and friend request them. And what I'll do is I'll send them a message within 24 to 48 hours. And I'll just say, hey, Brittany, I'm so glad to be in that group with you. Thanks for helping me out with my question I asked you. I look forward to connecting with you here on Facebook. Now, sometimes I'll just add random people. Like I'll search for somebody and their name, I can't, you know, and like a couple other names pop up and I'll be like, oh, this person looks good. Like I'm going to add her to my Facebook. And then I'll go and I'll message them that 24 to 48 hours. Now, here's the thing, you guys. If they do not respond back to me within, you know, a week or so, I end up just deleting them as my friend. Because if they're not going to respond to me saying, hey, thank you for adding me, like if they're not going to respond to my connection, then they're most likely probably not going to respond to any messages I send to them from there on out. So I end up actually just deleting them. That way I can make room for more people who would want to be a part of, you know, this amazing business or who would benefit from these products. So my goal is, you guys, not to have as many people as possible as my friends. My goal is to have the quality people. Who do I want on my friends list who is going to benefit from this business? You know, who's going to want these products? And so, so now, before I was just like adding, which I still do, but now if I don't have that connection with them or that building relationship with them, I just delete them because I don't want, you know, I want to keep, you know, I want to build a good like foundation with my network, if that makes sense. The other thing I've done is I go onto like friends, you know, obviously no distributors. I go onto friends and I go into their friends list and I start adding their friends. So for instance, like when I first started, I had a bunch of like Zumba friends, like fitness friends. So I would go onto their Facebook and I would add a bunch of their friends to mine because they're all fitness. They're like-minded people. You know, a lot of times the friends that you have are like-minded people. And so if, you know, I kind of add that way. Add in groups. When you're out and about and you're blitzing, I love to add people to my Facebook. And Danny, I know that you love to blitz. I saw your face. So yeah, I always add them to my Facebook. So, and do you guys want to hear a funny story? So she's my distributor now. Her name's Sarah, and she just got her 4 customers. I made a post about her, but I didn't know 2 years ago she was one of my customers. So this is how bad it is on my part. So 2 years ago, you guys, or probably 2.5 years ago, it's when I still worked as a dental hygienist. I was out blitzing, and what I used to do, you guys, is I would go and I would give stacks of my blitz cards to other offices around me or other businesses, which is a good idea, you guys. And I would go and I went to another dental office, handed some blitz cards. She contacted me and said, hey, I would love to try a wrap. So we met at a local Target, and I wrapped her in the bathroom. I made $25. At the time, I didn't think I added her to my Facebook. So I just thought I had her phone in her number in my phone book, on my phone. So anyways, fast forward to now, about a month later, or last month or so, I'm talking to this girl on Facebook who's been my potential I've been trying to get forever. I didn't even know she was my loyal customer, which is really bad on my part. Trying to get her to sign up as a distributor because I think she would be awesome. Finally, she signs up, and I meet with her, and she was like, yeah, this random girl wrapped me 2.5 years ago in Target. And I was like, I was that random girl. That was me. And I was like, was it this Target? She's like, yeah. She's like, I thought it was you, but I wasn't sure. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys for 2 reasons. One, how horrible was that on my part that I didn't even know that she was my customer, for one. That just shows you that I used to not take care of my customers. I would sign them up and be like, peace, thanks for ordering from me. Even though that wasn't the case, I just wouldn't, follow up with them. I wouldn't check to see how their products were going. I didn't know any better. I just started the business. And so I didn't know. Now I'm best friends with my customers. I make sure that their products, that they love them. But so 1, that was a really bad part on me. But for 2, I was going to say, that's why blitzing is so awesome, because you just never know, 2.5 years later, now she's on my team. So, okay. So totally sidetracked. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to share that story with you guys. Okay. Let's see. How to get wraps on people. We kind of already talked about that. Well, we talked about the party. So how to get wraps on people and make that $25 per wrap. It's just asking people, posting about it, personally asking people. What I like to do is, I don't wrap so many people because I turn people who are interested in wraps, I just turn them right into loyal customers. However, I wrap people who are hesitant. So if I know somebody who's hesitant about the body wraps, then I just say, hey, why don't you come over, on Friday, and I'll just wrap you for $25. That way you can see what it's like. You can see how it works. You can see if you like it. And then we can, if you love it, then we can make you into a customer. So I turn my people who are kind of hesitant into a person I'm going to wrap. Now, if I have a potential who is interested in the wraps, I don't wrap them first. I just sign them up as a customer. And the reason is because I want to get them as a customer. And they could either pay $25 for one wrap, or they can pay $59 for 4 wraps. And they're going to appreciate that I'm, offering them that discount rather than getting that $25 and then also getting them as a loyal customer. So I do it more for the customer's sake. Except if they're hesitant, then I like to wrap them first so that they can see it. I always think that works out really well. Do any of you guys have any other tips on getting wraps on people? I wish Rachel was on here because she is so good. I think 1 week she sold 4 wraps or something, or wrapped 6 people or something like that. And I think she did the same thing. I think she was just out asking people if they want to wrap. She just she just asked the question. So I would say just talk to people about it. Okay, how to turn a potential distributor into a distributor. What I like to do, guys, is when I have a potential, and they're just kind of hesitant. They're just not quite sure. They're normally not sure because they don't have enough information and they don't have a connection. So what I like to do is I get them on the phone right away. I send them my third-party tool to give them a little bit more information. And you guys, our third-party tool, if you guys don't know, it's in our files on our Facebook group. And it's a recording that's like 5 minutes long. And it literally just kind of gives information about the business. So if you have a potential and you're not quite sure how to tell them about the business and you don't want to, you don't want to throw up information on them, then send them that third-party tool because it literally is just so straightforward to the point. And so it's a great tool to use. So that's awesome. Rose, you sent it to 7 people. That's great. Good job, girlfriend. It's impressive. So yeah, I would, if you have a potential, follow up with them. Now, I love what Pam Souter said. You guys, make sure you guys are all following Pam Souter. She's amazing. And what she said on one of the Zooms, which I'm sure you guys have heard before, is if there's a potential and they're saying, I really want to join your team, but I don't have the $99. What Pam goes back and says is she says, and now I do this too, I said, you know what, Danny, if you did have that $99, would you join today? And if they said yes, then say, great, let's figure out a way to get you that $99. You guys, here's the thing. If you have a potential and they're so serious about joining this business, they're going to find a way. They will absolutely find a way. And just to give you an example, I had a person yesterday I was talking on the phone to, and she's going through a divorce. She's going to be a single mom, and they're selling their house, but she's also renting a house out because she had to move. So they have a mortgage and she's renting a house. And she said, you know what, I really want to join, but I don't think I'm going to be able to till February. She's like, what do you think? Do you think that would be okay? And I said, absolutely. You can join whenever you are ready to join. And she's like, I am so excited. I want to join now. And I told her, I was like, you know what? I'm like, absolutely join whenever you're able to. However, if you have this momentum that you want to join now, I'm like, you should, because this momentum is so strong for you. Like, you are going to just, you're going to be so prepared for next month when the bonuses come out and all this stuff. So she was like, you know what? She's like, $99 is not a lot of money. She's like, give me till the end of the week and I'm going to make sure I get that money. So that just shows, she has so much on her plate, but she really wants to join this business. So she's going to do everything she can to come up with that $99. So my point is, you guys, if you have a potential and they're using money as an excuse, yes, $99, that is a lot of money. However, if they want to make money, if they want to change their life, if they want to do this business, they're going to come up with that $99. They're going to stop going to Starbucks for a week. They're going to stop eating out. They're going to save money. They're going to make a sacrifice to get that $99. So I would say, keep up with your potentials, of course, but you don't want to ever have to convince them to join this business. That you want people who are going to want to join this business, and you don't want to have to talk them into it, and like I said, if they're going to want to join, they're going to want to join. So I say, like, if you have a potential and you have given them all the, information, and you have sent them the third-party tool, you've gotten on the phone with them, and you've done an excellent job, getting them all the information that they need. If they want to join at that point, they should join. They're going to make excuses if they don't want to join. So, and that's what a lot of people do. Let's see, Brittany said something. Hi, Quinn. Just saw you jump on. Yeah, Brittany. So, yeah, and, same thing. Like, I followed up with Brittany just a couple times. I mean, not very long at all. And Brittany just joined because she wanted to, So, and I feel like that's the case with all of my distributors. People who are working, like all of you guys who are on this Zoom, are all any distributor underneath me, if they're working their business, I guarantee I probably did not follow up with them very many times. The people that I'm constantly following up with, you guys, those are the people who typically don't work the business. So yeah, so that's just kind of my experience in potentials. Another thing, if they're the potential and they say, I don't have time, I really want to do this, but I just don't have time right now. This business is for people so that they can make more time, right? It's to free up time for them. So I just go back to what Pam says and I say, Rose, if you did have more time, or do you have 20 minutes a day, to go on Facebook, or do you have 20 minutes a day that you could, take some time out and make some extra income? Or, if you were given $500 for working 20 minutes a day each month, would you do it? A lot of times they're going to say yes. So then I try to let them know, this is not an 8 to 5 job. This is not a job that you're working, 8 hours a day. This is a job that's meant to be it's meant to be part-time. It's meant to be worked on the side. And so you don't need a lot of time in this business. You just need, if somebody has 30 minutes to work a day on this business, that's all you need. As long as those 30 minutes are productive. You know what I mean? So I just try to let them know you don't need hours upon hours. And a lot of times that kind of soothes them and, Okay, anybody have any tips for that kind of stuff? No? Okay. Is this helping you guys? I feel like I'm just rambling along. Okay. Let's see. Somebody asked another thing about organization. I think I kind of answered all that kind of stuff. Do you guys have any other questions about how to organize or kind of what I do each day or what we should be doing each day? You guys all good on that? Yeah, okay. Okay, I think post. Somebody says, how many times a day should I be posting and what should I be posting? So I would say you want to post at least 3 to 5 times a day, especially if you're new to this business. It's really important that you're posting. In the morning, here's kind of how I post. In the mornings, I always do a motivational post or inspiring post, or I post a picture of, my kids, or I always try to relate to somebody. So I always think what would I have wanted to see when I was going to work? Something, when I was going to work and I would see those moms posting their pictures of their kids, they're snuggling with their kids. I'm like, I want that, I want to be that mom snuggling with their kids in the morning. And instead I'm driving my kid to, a daycare at 6 o'clock in the morning. Or I would want to know, if I was a mom, the fastest way to make a breakfast. So sometimes I'll post, my breakfast, and I'll go on live and I'll do a live video of making my shake. Or I'll post a picture of my blender with my protein powder. And, I'll post motivational. I'll post something that's inspiring, some kind of quote. I try, now when I say 3 to 5 posts, I mean 3 to 5, not all it works, you guys. You don't want to just throw up it works on your page. You don't want to do the green, black, and bling, all that kind of stuff, because it's not what people want to see. I'm talking about things posted are your life. So posting a picture of your groceries in your cart and saying, thank you so much, it works because I just bought my groceries with my paycheck. Or, I used to take a picture of the gas, the gas pump or whatever, and just say thank you, it works. You just put gas in my car. I try to do posts that people are going to relate to, and people relate to that kind of stuff. Do you know how hard it is for a lot of people to put gas in their car? I'll post a picture of me using a product instead of just posting a picture of the product. That way it shows my life, what I'm using, that I do use these products, that kind of thing. So I'm constantly posting pictures about the business, but they're related into my life. They're intertwined. And so it's not just the products. It's not just me. It's, you know, what's everything doing for my, you know, what is this business doing for my life? What's it doing for other people's lives, and what it could do for somebody else's life. Same with goes for the products. So that's kind of how I post. I always say the F's. So like friendships, fun, freedom, family, food. People love seeing pictures of food for some reason. So there was a really good post that my friend Danielle, she's another triple, and she took a picture of her delicious salad, and her post was mainly about the salad, but then at the very bottom of her post, she put, P.S. I just lost 4 pounds on my cleanse and on my detox cleanse. So her post was mainly about her salad, and she was like, if you want the recipe, like here it is. But then at the very bottom, she put, I just lost 4 pounds on my detox cleanse. Do you know what every single person commented on was about her detox cleanse? And so she got like 3 loyal customers from it, she said. So, you know, just adding stuff like that in there and just, you know, kind of, you know, it's like subliminal messages, right? So yeah, so that's kind of how I post, and selfies, and, you know, just things that people want to see. So